Alright, so we're about to hit a big milestone. Welcome to the hardcore diaries of Diablo 2. I'm still on my first character, Gairth. He's a Barbarian, Whirlwind. Kind of going after like a sword mastery, Whirlwind kind of build. I haven't spent a respec. Jeez. Gotta get out of there. That was scary. Just almost freaking ripped it right there. Oh, these are great packs. Gotta use the Grim Ward. Only way to be able to deal with these big ghost packs. And I'm using Berserk here. So just ding 680. I've been farming Hell Countess. I kind of figured out my life, figured out some gear that could play in this difficulty. Obviously, my damage isn't great, but my resistances are capped. I'm using a shield for extra block because, as you can see, damage can be pretty swingy. And honestly, I'm feeling really good. Obviously, I've just farmed about, probably 5 levels on this. I think I did some terror zones for a little bit at first too, because just starting dry was a little rough. I'm having a good charm. So, 80 was kind of my goal. What I was really going for was a rune to create Crescent Moon in a 3-slot, like I think I have a couple Highland Blades that I've found. Now, the problem is I blew an rune making Duress, and I actually really can't even wear the Duress right now because it doesn't have enough resistances for what I want to do, and having the rest of my gear still be fairly viable. We've capped out battle orders, we've capped out Whirlwind now. This is actually the first point that I can really place anywhere I would like. I think it's going to go into Shout. I've also considered maybe throwing some more into Concentrate or Berserk. I'm just going to hold off on it, and I've kept 3 levels of stat points because I'm holding off on seeing what I need, and I have 2200 with battle orders, which seems to be fine for this content. But it's, I don't know, just kind of seeing where I'm going. Maybe I got to do a little more thinking on a couple of those points. Up until now, it's been pretty easily just points into Whirlwind, points into battle orders. So I was really hoping to get that Crescent Moon. I wasn't really sure because it looks like it's for more of a lightning build, honestly, but I don't really know who on Melee would want that. And so the other one I've come up with is Unbending Will. That's gotten a couple of those keys now. I think that's what it's called. Let me double check the name. Unbending Will. And so that's actually a 6-slotter, but all of the runes are pretty easily gathered. The obvious problem is it's a 6-slotter. Now, I know I've kept away from going online aside from that, but I did look up what I need to get it to do to be able to get a 6-slotter. And honestly, it's not great. Looks like there's 2 swords that are possible here. And it's the Colossus Blade line. It's like, and like the Dimensional Blade, Phase Blade line. Now, I think I want the Colossus Blade because I see it gives extra range, and also I think it just has a little bit more damage, and actually the durability can kind of be killer on the Dimensional Blade variants. So then I figured out, okay, well, what do I need to do to drop a Colossus Blade? Because I don't think I've seen one, and I've seen lots of other stuff. turns out I can get it in Act 1 and I am able to reach it, and I have to go to a place called the Pit in the Tamui Highlands, so that's what we're going to be looking to farm. Now, it said that's an area level 85, and I wanted to get 80 before I head in there. I think that will be enough with all of the kind of attack rating that I have. I have 3,300 natty, and then I have the aura from my follower. Worry about my damage, but again, I think we're doing okay. We kind of upgraded the shark skin gloves. We got mana stolen, traded some life stolen per hit, and we have the 5% bonus to attack rating, and just some fine stats. We did get into this ring, which is a 7% life stolen per hit, good attack rating, some magic find, mana, just decent. Every stat is desirable there, except for maybe the replenish life. Got into this, gambled this, +2 to war cries, enjoying that, some resists. We're still using Raven Frost. I'm wearing Smoke. I need that 50 all res. I have a lot of resistances for my charms, but just need it. And we're pretty overcapped on poison resistance, but this shield, Radamant Sphere, has kind of been working out perfectly. And because of the level scaling on Head Striker, I've been able to continue to use that for a while. We're still using these battle boots, Goblin Toe that I upgraded, and the +1 all skills hat. Hat is definitely something I could be looking to upgrade, but don't know what that be. And then we're using Huanen's Blessing. There are some other belt options I have, but I really like that 12% damage taken to mana. Just kind of gives me a little inevitability, like when I'm out in the field. In terms of like, I'm getting hit still, I'm getting some mana, it lets me continue to fight. So we're going to go try and find the Highlands and walk into the first pit. And we'll see how that goes on this video. And then I'll probably close it. And then maybe make another video of farming in there a little bit and clip them together. Like I've said before, my last diary update, really enjoying how I think I'm definitely getting over leveled, but the thing is I don't know if the level matters as much as the gear, and I definitely don't feel over geared, so jeez, good money here. So I feel like this is just kind of necessary, especially for my first character and for a melee that's so weapon dependent. I have to figure out a solution. 2 mana potions, extra rejuve, should be fine. And I would be a lot more worried if I didn't have a good solution, and I don't know necessarily how long getting a Colossus Blade to drop. I still have my Larzuk Quest, and it looked like it would work to give a 6 socket with basically any Colossus Blade. I just need it to drop. Sheesh. You can see my damage. It's just not... I know people are clearing packs with single casts, and that's just not me, that's not my character. I'm trading a lot to be tankier right now, but that's okay. Okay, here we go, Highland. So we're gonna do Black Marsh runs into Highland. Don't see a lot of these thorn beasts until now, so that's kind of a new enemy type. Gotten kind of familiar with the Black Marsh layout. Admittedly, finding that tower can be pretty bad sometimes. Gotta check the whole zone. There it is, the pit. So, again, monsters in here should be a lot higher level, so I'm gonna have to be pretty careful. But normally the density on these caves isn't too bad. Okay, we're at least able to kill them. Concentrate single target looks fine. I feel like I have to babysit my mercenary a lot. I mean, I've given him duress, which is a ton of armor and extra damage. I gave him a life stolen, weapon. Strength. It's actually not kind of low damage, but life's still on a hit, and like I think it has the open wounds. I think it makes for a good combo for the mercenary. Help keep himself alive. Just because I need him so bad for that attack rate. This is Whirlwind, which isn't so 90% hit, which is really good on the concentrate. I guess the concentrate's a little bit higher than the Whirlwind, isn't it? So I think technically I could be find iteming in here to hopefully find it a little bit faster. There's also a good chance, I think, because this is just a higher area level, that we'll find some items that are maybe a little bit better than I was finding in the tower. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure how that all works. Because I'm farming a white item, I think I'm pretty incentivized to just kill everything. Sheesh. Got mana burn here. Stone skin mana burn, my favorite. So this is kind of going to be the spot until I find that, because again, damage is lacking. I really don't want to do progression until I figure that out. Wow, little escape. So I'm just going to leave it running, the video, and then I'll maybe make some clips that look good. Okay, that's the end of the second run. Didn't get anything too cool. Ooh, and our Jagged Star is older as a rhythm. Looks pretty good. With 3 sockets, too. Enjoy these fights. It's kind of, methodically picking apart. Oh, not down here. That's not very methodical, is it? Just slowly kind of picking apart, first you start with the Rangers and the Shamans, then you move to Trash.
I can't carry anymore. I can't move.
It's run number 3.
Good evening.
That's the 4th run, I think. Pretty good. That is run number 5. No luck. And that should be run number 6. Nothing too spectacular out there this time. Pompey's Wrath. Chance to cast Volcano. Fire damage. Cool. Run number 7, I think, and looks like no loot, so going back again. Okay, that is run number 8. I cleared the lower floor first, so looks like we're going to 9. Ooh, Colossus crossbow, that had me going. Close, but no cigar. Let's use this EXP shrine. Oh, and there we go. That's a phase blade white. Not sure what that means. Do we keep going? I mean, the Colossus would be pretty nice. We're actually about to ding 81 as well, probably on this pack. I think it's gonna be 31 to 35. Okay. But I lose the range. Very fast attack speed. And boom, 81. There you go. You're listening to 89.4 Rain HC Radio. Yeah. So that's at the end of run 9. Maybe 10. So the Colossus sword, one hand, is 26 to 70. This is 31 to 35. We're going to lose a lot of damage on that, including the range for Whirlwind, so I think that's what it'll end up being. But let's double check the rune words. So, Fal Io Ith Eld El Hell. So I could probably run 2, but the problem is I might not be able to socket it again. So that's really my risk here, is because I think I can whiff on the sockets if I use the cube recipe. So, and I think that's gonna be a bank. Yeah, that's where we'll be. We're going in for another run. Okay, so we're going to try and get the sockets on the phase blade. One socket. Well, not today.
Good to see you.
Okay, start of run number 10. It's an EXP shrine to boot. And that's the end of what I believe is run number 10. Got the phase blade, I think, on the last run, but no luck on this one, so we'll pack it back. Ooh, socketed Zweihander, that's pretty sad. I think that's the same base. Ooh, a 4-socket too. That might be worth holding on to for something. Nice part about Find Potion is right before my run starts is get kitted out. And there is our next phase blade. It's blue. I suppose it could have been a Colossus Blade, so that's good. serpent skin armor, another skin of the Viper Magi. I heard that one's pretty good. I think I was watching random video trivia. D2 trivia. I forget the channel name. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Llama SC. He said that was pretty good. I don't know who exactly would want it though. I think that concludes run number 11 here. I'm feeling 12. I'm feeling good about 12. You know, it's gonna be this that's gonna really make me appreciate when this drops, so I say that much. And just not wearing a shield, like when I find some poison resist. Or have some better resist items and can start doing some M-Fine, like sky is the limit. Berserk is great for taking out packs. Or bosses. Uniques, whatever. And that's the end of number 13, so was not my lucky number. So we'll just have to go for 14. And that's looking like the unfortunate end of number 14 here. So, not our finest work. Guess I'll check that. Yeah, we'll take the armor. Pulled up a unique decapitator, so I guess that's something. Not doing too hot, but it's alright. We in it. We are in it to win it. So I cleared this 15 times, and all I have to show for it is, oh, I can't even idea. Let's go check it out. Hellslayer. That's actually really crazy. Should I just go axes? I mean, good God, look at that thing. Thing is nuts. 98 to 606. I'm not even close. Okay, number 16. Definitely starting to do the thing where I'm like second guessing myself at this point. Like, does this even drop in here? Because I haven't seen a Colossus Blade, and I think I've seen 3 phases, but you know, that's really not that big of a differential. You know, maybe Colossus Blade is that much rarer, but I have seen a Balrog Blade. Also kind of wondering, like, man, did I grief that phase blade that I found? But the problem is I think I have used one of my Larzuk quests that give me the socket. So I really only have the opportunity to do it once like this. I kind of determined that should get me far enough, you know, into... Jeez. that should get me more than far enough into what I need to in hell to like maybe get some new content or farms. And then I can start a new character if I have to make like a big end game weapon. Or it just lets me be able to farm more effectively, because right now I'm kind of in dog shit farming territory, right? So, wow, he went down instantly. That was money fucking spent there. Yikes. 100k down the drain. Double archer pack? Archer champ? That was a lot scarier than these runs have been going. I'm glad that was a good moment that we can all share together and really take it in. It's times like that that just make me so happy. Got some bullshit going on though. There we go. Okay, that is run 16 complete, and I fear we are not any closer than when we started. So, yeah, a couple last find items, but no cigar. Okay, run 17? Yeah. Yep, 17. We are definitely in the thick of it. It looks like I'm averaging about 4 an hour, which is really low, I think. I'll do it short. See, you find shit like that, and it's like, obviously Colossus Blade is down here. Averaging about 4 an hour, which, all things considered, isn't too bad. But the problem is that I'm in hell, right? And you know, these fights do require attention, using all of my abilities, maneuvering. They're really engaging, actually. What that also does mean is that they require, you know, good gear. My best gear, really. And issue there is that I'm not using Magic Find, but I think I'm under the impression that you wouldn't want Magic Find for normal items. I recall, like, you know, if you think about other games like that, because there's nothing like quantity here that other games have, like Path of Exile. And so, at least Path used to have that, but those are the good old days, huh? Yeah, just defaulted to that game.
Impossible.
So, I don't know. So it's like, oh my god. There's no way this has 6 sockets, so 4. Can I get more? I don't think I can get more, is the problem. So, well, we solved a problem.
Hello.
A theoretical problem. In that it does drop 1 every 4 hours. You know, is that the metric here? I mean, that's not the worst. It's so bad. Just justifying, just coping with whatever. I mean, what's a 4-up runeword? No, the whole point is that it's a... Yeah, we have 4-up swords. Oh, I'll go put spirit in it. Like, shit. Oh, God. Okay, well. Again, 1 problem solved there, so I think we're just gonna keep at it, I guess. It's so bad.
I am overburdened.
Kinda hyped on it though, that's like the first thing I've been stoked on to see drop. Alright, back to it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Unique mask? I think I've seen that a lot. You know, that's actually pretty good. Oops. I wonder if I give that to my mercenary. 192 defense. It's cause monsters to flee. It has its problems, though.
I am overburdened.
Right? I mean, I don't necessarily want them to flee him. Kinda curious. I think there's definitely opportunity there, though. Because that can help round out his resistances. Okay, this is start of run 18. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this session here. Would have loved to maybe see a couple more, even if they weren't the sword, but ending up seeing 1, I think, is enough to keep hopes high here. So, we'll just see where it goes, I guess. I mean,
I can't carry
can I pick
anymore.
that up?
I can't carry anymore.
Jesus. Because if this is area level 85, granted I'm clearing really slow, right? I think there's nothing wrong with being down here for a while, so it's just gonna make the rest of hell a little bit safer. I'll probably lose. I mean, I'm losing out on the rune farm big time right now. Like, I could be maybe just getting a different rune word by going for this, but you know, maybe I need to save my other runes for something more valuable. Right? So I don't know. It's a tough call. I think I'm definitely benefiting. There's no doubt about that. Am I benefiting as much as I could for my playtime? You know, it's hard to say. I'm very new to Diablo 2. I really don't know drop rates well. I can obviously tell it's not good to hunt a specific white base, especially in Elite. It ended up being worth the gamble. I might look into that a little bit too, but I don't know, I'm having fun. It's been, Colryn. That's a really great situation. And the Balrog Spear. We think we have enough to make a trip back. But it's, is it throwing? Okay. What if that was something else? So, yeah, I don't know. Having a good time. That's all that really matters. I'm chilling, relaxing after the work day. Okay, end of run. I don't know. I think that was 17. So.
Good evening.
Really not finding awesome stuff either, but that's name of the game. That's cool. It's cool. It's not good. Okay, start of run 18. Not feeling too good about this. So if I get level 20, or sorry, 82, right? Yeah, 82. I'll probably call it after that for this video and for my night. Again, I'm trying to play around with editing and all that, so hopefully this has all been panning out nicely, and if you're still watching, really appreciate it. You know, and even if you just like my video, just let me know. I saw like 50 people watched, like I got 50 views somehow on like one of my videos, which was kind of interesting. Which in the grand scheme of things is nothing, but just kind of wondering who's watching it. You know, are you playing D2, or are you just kind of bored at work, or you know, what's the story here, or are you like laughing at how bad I am? That's honestly, that's just fine too. Just be kind of curious to hear from anyone. I'm gonna try and set up something like a webcam soon too, so we can have that going, which will be kind of fun. Stormstrike, I just picked up that bow in the field. That's interesting. I liked it as the piercing attack. So yeah, I mean, otherwise if you don't want to, don't, then that's fine too. Just kind of curious, you know, am I getting bots or some shit like that? I don't know. I've been having fun uploading these and giving you a little commentary. I would never go as far as to say that I'm lonely. That's just not how I kind of operate, but I do like the potential of purpose in doing it, and really communicating and meeting people who are interested in this game. You know, if you're watching and you want to play some time, I'd be super down. There's also, because a lot of my friends, it's not their cup of tea, but like, you know, here I am. I could do this, at least for right now. I got a lot more characters to roll up, so I'll be playing D2 for a while, hopefully, so it'd be nice to have some people to play with. I'm in the Discord from the Reddit post, or subreddit. I think it's just called R Diablo 2. Looks like it's moderated by a guy, Break Your Balls. It's a pun on bail. Break your bails, I guess. So if you're not in there, I would check that out too. I don't know if I can leave a link down below, but I will double check that. I'm sure it's fine because it's like a public scenario. I've just been chatting in there a tiny bit in the general, like saying, hey, what is this? You know, just random questions or thoughts, and people there have been like instantly responding. It's past midnight now, but what's pretty exciting is that tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, we're actually gonna get some D2 news, so you know how the culture is with gaming and reaction videos and all that shit. I never really envisioned myself doing that, but obviously they're interesting to do too, so I might do that, and just see, maybe save the spoils. I'll probably be super let down, to be honest. I mean, Blizzard probably doesn't care that much about this game, but I've always enjoyed it, but I never really played it to the extent that I have now, and I'm really enjoying it, so I would love to be kind of riding a new wave of hype, and, you know, maybe new people to play with, or even if you just enjoy watching the video, like, because you're not as masochistic as I am with this shitty build, and grinding the pit for a white Colossus sword, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool to connect, so. Anyways, that's kind of the long thing I was trying to say there. There it is, 82. You can see how I kind of use Grimoire is I push, and kind of have my follower pick up some pieces in the back. I don't know, this seems to work out pretty well despite having lower damage. Obviously, you know, there's the good offenses. The best defense is a good offense, right? You know, it's classic, but I don't think that's always true. At least in regards to, like, hardcore, right? It's just not... You can't afford to get popped. And it's... You know, you just lose so much, obviously, if you do. So I'm kind of more of a... My demeanor in all my games that are hardcore is slow and steady. I mentioned it before, but I actually did get... I was like an hour short of top 1000 on PoE 2 hardcore ladder. I didn't get to play as much as other people, so I thought I was doing really good. But then my build was kind of like how I play now, like, right, just really tanky. You're just kind of in the thick of it. It's like a Molten Blast Gemling Legionnaire. Yikes. Yucky.
Impossible.
But then there's like a mob that had something like always crits or some mob like that, big critical hits, and I was just face tanking it and it popped me, and definitely learned a lesson there. But I guess where I'm going with it is kind of just reiterating my playstyle of like, it's fine if I don't have the most damage or the clear if I'm being safe, because I will get there. It's okay for me to slowly build up. It's okay to sacrifice a little bit of time for the end goal here. So, and that's what I love so much about hardcore.
I can't carry anymore.
Is just that holistic way of viewing and playing the game. Oops. So, I've got a little over 2 mil. That's not too bad. I don't think I'm going to gamble it tonight. I kind of just want to save it. I have a lot of stat points on deck, so I might look up that Colossus Blade requirement. 182 strength, 95, 190, 82 strength. But if I lose this sword, I lose some strength, so do I have strength from other sources now? It's obviously not optimal to do it like this, but I could have gotten the last couple from charms. That's fine, I'll get a few from charms. But it would be nice to have that flexibility, so looks like I can just dump the rest into vitality for now, which is going to be a big boost. Thinking a lot about these skill points. I have 2 skill points to divvy out. I have been using Berserk a lot. It's been really nice. Both of them get damage from battle orders, so that's really good. I definitely use Concentrate more though, so I might get that up to like the attack rating 100% mark. I am kind of curious about something like Frenzy once I get dual wield. And of course I do have respecs, so I'm still not super locked in on anything. I think it's gonna be Concentrate, but it's tough. It's a tough decision. Yeah, we just use it more. And if we use it more, I'm gonna get more value out of it, so. So I did say that was my last run. I lied. I'm gonna do one more quick run, just to round us out here, but so the end of the video will be coming up shortly. Okay, and that's gonna wrap up 19. Probably feeling a little bit of gambler's fallacy, but 19's, an odd number. One more ain't gonna kill me, so we'll go for 20.
Greetings.
here we are, coming up on big 20 runs. So, again, thanks for watching. Pull out a cask, so I'm going to try Blood Helmet. I'm going to mess around with the crafting a tiny bit here, and
I can't carry anymore.
I think I'll call it, so. Again, appreciate it. Until next time, see ya.